Do we write on the holidays? Do we put down our pens? Do we let go of these things which are so important to us, or our laptops or devices, and fold up the notebooks? Do you find yourself reading just a little bit more during the course of the holiday season because it's a time to relax and to switch off? It's a difficult one, to be honest, to write or not to write. That actually could be the holiday question. I'm getting ready for our Christmas supper here in England. I haven't started on the wine just yet, but I imagine that will happen in a little while. Things are still cooking in the oven here in the house. But where do we go with this? Sometimes friends and family don't understand our desire to write, to create those pages, or to find the space in our notebooks where for us it is important to keep writing and to putting information down on those pages, because that's who we are, that's what we do, almost in a way to relax, certainly in a way to express ourselves, and if we're able to express ourselves, then we find that relaxation. But a lot of people don't understand it, and here's the truth, they never will. But this writing life is about you and I, for the people we enjoy being, and for the way that our characters are built and developed, and actually that our souls are fed by being creative, by capturing words. So don't stop. Every now and again, you might get the urge to sneak away from the family gathering in the room next door and come into the kitchen or into a different room and actually grab a few minutes to be able to put words to paper. I found that today when we were walking on the beach, I had some ideas come to me. We were skimming stones every now and again as we walked along the beach here on the North Sea coast of England. And I had a couple of ideas, and I will write them down tonight. They're not significant, but they are important to me so that I can remember what those words were and think about how I put them into the story here. Because it's important. I didn't write yesterday, but the previous day I did. We were actually on a normal local railway train between one city and another. Yesterday, though, we were on a steam train at one point, and I didn't write during that because that was just about enjoying the amazing thing that is time with family and just being able to relax. But now the house is quiet, we're getting ready for Christmas dinner, and that will be something joyful. Find out when you want to write. You have a lot of time. Maybe you have another week between Christmas Eve and Christmas Day, and then arriving at New Year without, I think it was the arriving that made me say that, without arriving at New Year's Day. That's a week of activity that you could use, or it's half an hour just taken from your diary every now and again to put down the basic notes in whatever it is that works for you. I'm not writing every day because I just want to enjoy being on holiday. It's been a great relief to finish work a week ago and know that I'm not back to work for a couple of weeks of January. And I'm just enjoying it here at the seaside, having that time and setting it aside. But what we have to do is decide when we will put our pens down and also when we will pick them up, because to be in that creative mode, to have that, I was going to say rush, but it's more the flow of activity, and to find ourselves in that happy place where we are capturing words and moving forward with our stories. There's no point complicating it. On your laptop, you have a shutdown or a switch off mode. You don't have that with a pen. You just have to choose to cap the nib and put the pen down and say, that is enough. I've done enough over the course of the year or over the course of the week. But today is that process of capping it and putting it down for a few more days. I'm looking forward to writing in January. I'm very much excited about and thrilled by the processes that I've got planned and they're in the diary. What are you going to be working on? How do you see your writing output or your writing workload balancing and fitting in with your normal family life, home life, private life? You've got this big space that we have, which is a week. You've only got to carve out little blocks of an hour here or an hour there or an hour over here. And you've got 3 hours written in a week. Find the time to do it. But right now, it's Merry Christmas for a lot of us. For some people it isn't a holiday. For some people it isn't a faith-based activity. It isn't for me. For lots of people, they are still working in jobs throughout the so-called holiday season, and their holidays are something else and they are pushed away. You may be one of those people where you want to get the writing done, but you also want to have some downtime with family and friends and be able to cope with your normal daytime or weekend work shift patterns. Make sure that that's what works. Find the time to write as and when you can, but very much enjoy this downtime of holiday activity if you're able to. And we'll catch up in the new year and let's see how you've got on. If you have some struggles with writing, put those in the comments and share the ways that you are finding solutions to be able to bring your words to screen or to paper, in whichever way you write, with a keyboard or with a pen and ink approach. And I'd love to see them. But for now, have a great holiday wherever you are in the world. Find the time as and when you can. But right now, prioritize your private time and your downtime and your opportunities for relaxation wherever you can.